All right, Jane is going to share us a recipe. What did you call it?
Aquafaba. Aquafaba.
I can't even pronounce it.
No,
Aquafaba?
aqua is water and faba is bean. So aquafaba.
Oh, okay. Maybe
It's
I'll remember it. Yeah.
It's Spanish.
No, it's Latin.
But I mean, the pronunciation is Spanish in that the V is pronounced as B because the spelling is Aquafaba.
No, the spelling is
All right.
B.
The V.
We're here to cook, not talk about.
I've always seen it.
We've done this once in person, but the sound didn't come out too good, so we're redoing it. So, Jane, what are the different ingredients we need?
Okay, so the aquafaba is bean juice, bean water, because aqua is water. And so the bean water is the water in which you cook beans. So it can be chickpeas is most common to use. And it's so when you're cooking chickpeas, the water in which you cook chickpeas, not that you're soaking the chickpeas, but you're cooking the chickpeas. And if you don't have that, you can use it in a can of chickpeas. It often comes in the water. So you just open a can of chickpeas and drain the water.
All right.
And I would recommend getting a low sodium. If you're going to use canned chickpeas, getting low sodium is nicer. We made our chickpeas from scratch. We soaked them overnight, 1 cup in 3 cups of water, and then we drained that water and covered them in 3 cups water. So they expanded, and then we added 3 more cups and cooked them in that. And this is what we ended up with. So the 3 cups, this is now a little less than 2 cups. And some of the recipes online that I've done research on, they like this to be concentrated. Jane says this looks, so what you would do is after you strain your chickpeas after they're done, you could simmer this until it reduces.
But
that's what it just looks like, a can.
So. Yeah, that's inside the can. So what we have here is denser than inside the can, so I think that's fine.
And I think this kind of browned because we cooked it in a crock pot, and I think some of it, on the sides, it might have caramelized it or browned it. It smells like chickpea juice. Now in ours, there's absolutely nothing else added. It's just straight water, no salt. So,
okay.
What else do we need?
The other thing is chocolate. So, you want not chocolate powder, because the cocoa powder needs to have the cocoa butter in it. So you want a chocolate bar. It can be baking chocolate. It can be just a normal chocolate bar. You want a dark chocolate bar. You don't want. I don't think you could want to do it with a milk chocolate bar. You want a dark.
And I've seen like the bitter baking chocolate is just fine. But...
Yeah, baking chocolate is fine. Baking chocolate is good.
And to the baking chocolate, somewhere along the line, you will add sugar. It's been recommended, what I've read on some of the recipes, to use the super fine sugar. Yeah. And I have the ultra fine cane sugar.
You put that. Lulu,
you're not talking about powdered sugar.
Yeah, you can do that also.
How you powder, but that has cornstarch. I don't know if that's gonna do something wacky, Lou.
Maybe, but
okay.
Lulu.
So, I've got some good cane sugar here.
That you reminded me. It's when you're whipping up the aquafaba. So you need a whisk, like a. I don't know what
egg beater.
Egg beater, and it will beat up this aquafaba stuff.
So I have this guy.
Yep.
Then I also have the stand mixer.
And you could do that one too with either one. Anything that you would whip up egg whites with.
Yeah.
And the
So
nice thing about the aquafaba is you can't overbeat it. Unlike eggs, you can
Mhm.
so while you've been talking, I've been starting.
so do you want
So
to is this big enough?
I'm just gonna start. Can we get a bigger one? Do you have a bigger one? That might not be big enough.
Or
Honestly, look how much we have. Now we need a bigger one. This can be way too small. Can you use that big one? That's
Yeah, but it doesn't, how about we just fill it so much, just make enough for this.
maybe. I mean, but then we're not.
So you had said I needed to melt the chocolate.
Yeah. So then you
One,
want to melt
one trick I do instead of doing a double boiler is
Yeah.
I'll heat the pan. I'll heat the pan and then I'll shut it off and then I'll put the chocolate in and then it'll halfway melt just doing that by just leaving the pan hot instead of a double boiler.
And one of the things I did read was they wanted you to have the when the aquafaba is whipped up to peaks.
Yeah.
It's good to have the aquafaba and the chocolate about the same. So your chocolate shouldn't be really hot. It should be just melted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over here.
So now you want to melt the chocolate, get hot enough to get out of the container, and then they said, yeah, let it kind of freeze, solidify a bit.
All right, so you want to do this too, or
Yeah,
you want me to
I'll do
start
it.
this?
I can do that. I'm more familiar with that. You can.
Well, what takes longer is
You're gonna
probably
just-
whipping this. No, shouldn't I start whipping this?
Yeah, so yeah, you can. Lulu can bring this over. Yeah. So this is what it looks like to whip it. So we're just gonna put it in here.
I'm gonna try it with my stand mixer.
You guys see that okay?
Yep.
Did you put all of the liquid in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's working nice. Yeah.
We're going to have to get that chocolate a bit more melted down. Chocolate is enough.
You want me to go with that?
Yeah, it's good enough. And then we're going to add to yeah, it's not going to go any faster.
Yeah, but we've only been doing it less than 2 minutes, and they say 10.
Well, yeah.
They said that you should be able to jump it at turn the pan.
Oh yeah. I remember that. It's saying that. Yeah. Good.
So what do you think I'm doing wrong? Mine, yours is actually like,
Yeah. But it's still, I think we should
Was-
go a little bit more because it's,
Oh yeah, it's still wobbly. It's not good.
what?
what temperature
What'd you
was
say?
your liquid before you started doing it?
Room temperature.
Okay.
They say do
Because
room
mine,
temperature. Yours is
mine's
what?
not forming peaks. Mine's
Oh,
not
it's
forming peaks.
10 minutes. It takes
Oh, okay.
10 minutes. And then we're only 3 minutes in.
Yes.
Go ahead. Want a spoon? Yeah, let's measure. That's a tablespoon. We try not to get sugar all over the floor.
Wait, are you adding something? You're adding sugar, right?
Added sugar.
We
Sugar.
added
Okay, I
that
forgot about that.
a tablespoon of super fine.
I forgot to do that. Does that help with the process at all?
What's that?
Does
What's
adding
that?
the sugar help with the process?
And no, it helps with the flavor.
No, I think it does
Okay.
help.
Oh, Jane says it does help with the process. I don't. You're more of a pro at school than I
I'm
am.
not much of a part. I mean, you know, it's totally in. Just no feeling.
I see why people would use a stand mixer. You can just use
Yeah.
there was no way to look at.
Yeah, I would say that. So here's where I can put
Yeah, this bowl.
this on. You've got the
It's getting there.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt to go longer. It's
Yeah.
still a little long. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, but now you're getting close out.
And it won't, they said you can't ruin it. You can't overdo it, which is nice. And egg whites you can.
That's what I don't like that. It's using which you don't like.
I mean, theoretically, we have 3 more minutes. For 10 minutes. We could also say come into that glass bowl,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure why. I don't know what happened. I used to have it just instead of 3 glass bowls, they're gone.
Oh no.
Like I think I might have taken them to the top bus and stuff.
I think we're good. I mean,
I'm gonna go in 10 minutes. I'm gonna follow the directions because we still got some cake.
but I mean, if I turn it upside down, say,
No, it's not. Look at it. Still got some cake.
no, but take that thing out for a while.
I'd rather follow the directions, especially since you can't overdo it.
Yeah.
I mean, just trying to incorporate the basics. bottom. No, hold it so I can push this back. There we go. So you should have.
Usually can't hear stuff. You won't be able to hear it very much if you're running the blender because it mutes loud
we're just-
sounds. But
You may need to take a break or and check your chocolate, you know.
Yeah, it should you have
so
Well,
for
you-
my chocolate, all I did was turn the pan on, heat it up, and then put the chocolate in. And look,
okay, well it looks good, yeah, because you're gonna have to
because the
pour
bars were now. If it's baking chocolate, you can't do this. But a regular standard thin bar, I heat the pan up, I set the chocolate in there, and then like 10 minutes later, look at this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna continue beating
I
this.
did it.
So it's gonna get
Beat it
loud.
good. But it feels like I'm doing this forever.
What'd you say?
It feels like I'm doing this forever, and it's not.
Feels like you're doing it forever. Yeah, Will, but I mean, look at what Lulu's got in ours. It's very fluffy.
And it shouldn't
Yours
jiggle.
is a lot more fluffy than mine.
Yeah. One sort of thing under.
There we go. We should wait for him. He's gonna fly. Oh no, it's my hair. Okay, that was on my shoulder. That was. Oh, I'm paranoid.
Now you don't know this. Dog is your hair.
What do you see him wave him off for her? Yeah, but we should wait for him, right? It needs to be really stiff. And if we turn ours off, then he's going to turn his. And the more he beats, the faster he'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be thickening at all.
What's that?
It's very fluffy, but it's not like forming like peaks like you would with eggs.
You got to keep going.
Well,
Yours-
if you,
Yours are forming peaks.
yeah, and also if you tilt your pan, is it flowing or is it staying stiff?
Shake your pan. Let us see you shake your pan.
I think you need to whip it for more.
So when I read the directions well, I'm not going to do it with ours, but theoretically it should be so stiff,
Yeah.
that you can tilt your pan and it will stay in there. Like when I could probably do mine even more. You can't over fluff it.
Okay.
So
I can hear all the bubbles popping right now. It's like fizzing.
yeah, I think you need to go more. The other thing is your aquafaba may not be as concentrated, and that's why they say reduce it to make it more concentrated. But then you definitely want to, go for the low sodium.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this is from a can and yours is,
Fresh.
yeah, so.
Oh,
And
man.
the thing with the can is you never know, is the juice that they put in there what they really cooked it in, right?
That's
Did they,
the
did
thing.
they add like 50% water to it? You never know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't
So
know.
oh, go ahead. It's not gonna hurt it.
No.
But I think you might want to not ever use that chickpea brand again. Because we need to figure out what brand that's if you're gonna
Because I mean, yours is very fluffy.
Yeah. The other thing I want to do is I just press because I would rather not. I just would press. But I mix with those is not my favorite food.
Now I've done the canned one and just basically mixed it with the chocolate, and then just put it in the freezer and had like, a chocolate ice cream.
That'd be
And I
good.
didn't have to make it as fluffy. You just have to do it for like 2 minutes.
We made the chocolate frozen one in your kitchen. Remember
Yeah.
that one? Yeah.
Yeah. So show me yours, because I mean yours is
Do
formed
that with-
peaks like eggs.
Oh yeah. Can you see it? It's all peaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, yours is all super fluffy. Yeah.
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 And
Mine's liquidy. See.
so you may make something different, vegan ice cream or
Yeah, vegan ice
Yeah.
cream. Make that.
so yours is going to be
But yeah,
different.
the ice cream. Now I've also done it where you fluff it like this, and then you blend the beans and you mix them together, and you get the texture of the beans.
Oh,
Oh,
well, that's interesting.
Mm.
So I think the next step
Right.
is she's going to fold in the chocolate. So we don't need this anymore, right?
Yeah, no, you keep that going.
Oh, that they
What?
say just fold it in gently. That's
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's.
And then
you
where
want to
do-
try it that way? Because I've never done that before.
that's why you don't kill all the fluff. I
That
think.
would make more sense. But
All right,
just
so
don't.
what the recipes in the other they folded it in. All right, so I've got this. How's it taste?
Yeah.
All right, so you want me to start you want to pour it in and I'll just keep folding it?
Yeah.
Just start pouring some.
There we go.
Let's go slowly.
Okay.
Oh, no, slow down. Oh, slow down.
And I think you probably want to stir it as little as possible, right?
Yeah, the folding it in is like cutting it, bringing the bottom to the top.
Way to combine it. This is a superior way to combine it than I used to do. Because I would do it with this
The beater.
beater. Yeah.
Yeah, it's losing its
So,
Yeah.
Jane, you
say-
usually use the beater to fold it in?
No, that's not folding, that's beating.
I used to do that, but this is maybe a better way to do it.
Okay. I think that's gonna.
I'm glad we added a little sugar to mine, because that dark chocolate was 92% chocolate, so it had like very little
Oh
sugar.
yeah, you need to add some sugar. It's 92% sugar. They
Okay, I
recommend
think that's-
70% chocolate.
Yeah, the 70% is so then what do we do now?
Stick it in the refrigerator.
So then it gets put in the fridge.
This is fuzzing so much you can hear the bubbles like popping.
Yeah.
Or you want to put it into some individual containers?
Oh yeah, that was actually what they said today. But
So we're gonna put ours into some individual containers. I want to take some Jackie.
okay.
Let's see.
Because as it thickens. But you also said sometimes put cream of tartar or some other thickener in it. I forget.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't see the recipe
I
as to
forgot
where
what
they
it
do it.
Yeah.
But you can ask to put a cream of tartar to it.
Mm.
I'm so glad I added sugar. 'Cause I like eating really dark chocolate, but I'll eat like one piece. And then my mouth puckers up, and then I'm done.
It's a good
Here.
thing.
So I get the health benefits, and I don't
Fine.
keep eating the chocolate.
It's nice to have a little.
Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, yes, many times. Many times.
Did you see the past cooking show where we made the bonza bean salad?
No, I didn't.
Essentially, it's hummus, but you don't have to blend it. So you mix like, olive oil and herbs, and you don't have to worry about making it into a dip.
Oops. You can turn the pan. Turn it on its side a little bit, the pan.
Oh.
Do you always do the aquafaba at room temperature, or is it better hot or cold?
Room temperature is what all the directions say.
Yeah, but then you want to chill it. So we're pouring it into jars and then putting them in the refrigerator.
So these are kind of like little serving size, and then they're
Right.
They go
I
in
know
there.
with,
So the mousse has to be cold because it needs to yeah, it needs to, the chocolate holds it together.
all right. Anything else we want to cover?
what's that?
Anything
Anything else
Is
now?
it better, Jane? Is it better to? Have you ever ate it just like it is now? Do you always wait until
no,
it's chilled?
this is not prepared. You have to
Couple hours.
yeah, you have to chill it because the chocolate has become melted and the chocolate needs to become unmelted to hold it together.
Got it. Okay.
That's what makes it
Makes
mousse.
like a mousse.
Yeah. That's why it's mousse.
So you'd never just like. I was trying. I'm always asking.
So I never
questions.
do which.
I was thinking if you just had the liquid and the chocolate and you make yourself a chocolate soup.
Chocolate
But
soup. But yeah, you make it cold. So the aquafaba gives it the fluffiness because it has all the air inside, so it makes it fluffy.
This one's not quite.
Okay, that's okay.
All right. Any last words you want to do in here?
No, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you, Lulu, for
we-
making it official.
We can put an addendum onto this in a couple hours, and we'll all have a taste.
Yeah.
It's like,
But now we have a bunch of servings in there. It did sort of separate a little bit. You can kind of see the liquidy chocolate at the bottom, but that's because there was a lot of chocolate at the bottom of the bowl.
good deal.
Jane should visit
Thanks
more
for
often.
sharing.
We did a great recipe yesterday. It was a special squash that I had never tried before called achote or chayote. It was delicious, and it was all vegan.
Nice.
Yeah,
Really.
we're always looking for vegan recipes on the show. So
This one's good.
Good
I'm
deal.
taking this again. This one
Jane,
was,
any final words?
No, no, enjoy your chocolate mousse.